Hello everyone and welcome back to my special effects channel. So, today, as you may or may not know, I love the Hunger Games. And I was just thinking, what's a really good Hunger Games special effects I could do? Well, if you remember back to the first movie, when Peeta got his leg cut, that's what I'm thinking I could do. So, yeah. So we're going to be doing the leg cut that Kato gave Peeta in the first movie. I'll insert a photo right about now. So we're going to want to start by just grabbing the modeling putty / wax, or if you have any, this is the Mehron Makeup Extra Flesh Fake Skin, whatever you want to call it. It's a lot harder to work with because it's a lot stickier and it kind of has like hairs. This is like easy to mold and I just recommend working with this, but if you don't have it, you can use this. It's just a little harder. So real fast, I'm going to change the angle. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to want to start by taking the modeling putty and just grabbing something to get like a pretty decent sized amount of it out, like so. And you're just going to want to have some of that. We're probably gonna need more than this, maybe not, but you want to start by rolling it into a thin, long strand. So once you have it at right around this length, it's like from the tip of my middle finger to kind of the center of my hand, that's how long you're going to want to make it. You're going to want to kind of set this aside and make a second one. Okay, so I made this one a little thicker than this one, and you may want to thicken this one up. They're about the same length though. You just want to thicken this one up. Once you have both of them done, it's absolutely fine if they look a little weird. Remember, we're just going to be blending it into the skin. So to start, you're going to want to conjoin them together, like so. And you're going to want to make it a little thin. So what you're going to want to do beforehand, because as I realized, is it doesn't really stick to normal skin. So you're just going to want to take latex and lay it down on your leg. So start by laying it down and grabbing some sort of flattish or round tool and kind of just blending it into the latex. This is kind of helping in the way that sometimes your fingers don't blend in as well. You will go in with your fingers after to make it look like it's a bit smoother, as I'm doing now, but just continue blending around the edges until it's like blended in. What you can do to blend it even more into the skin is dip your finger into some latex and just put it around the edges. So while that dries, you're going to want to start painting, but be very careful not to hit any of the outside. So you're going to want to go in with your Mehron Pro Colors Bruise Palette. And as I normally do, you're going to want to start by dipping into Bloody Rose. And for that, I'm just using the e.l.f. blending brush and just going right into that. Make sure you have a good coat of red on your brush and just start painting. Now remember, if the brush is giving you any complications, just go in with your fingers. Once you feel you have even coverage of that, you're going to want to go into the color Burnt Maroon. Okay, so you're just going to want to go in with a little bit, like the tiniest amount of Spanish Olive, which is the green color, if you couldn't tell. And you're just going to want to add that in some certain places to make it look kind of infected as it said it was in the book. The next step, when you're done with that, is grab some sort of cup or container, some clear glue, and some white glue. This is a step you can skip if you already have like some fake pus or something along those lines, but you're going to want to add a large amount of clear glue to the cup. Definitely more clear glue than white glue, but then, as you can guess, add white glue and just add like the smallest amount, because you still want it to be sort of transparent, but not too opaque either. Then take any sort of green food dye, and you're just going to want to add a very small amount, like just about that much, if you can see that. And then you're going to want to add yellow, whether it be gel or just normal plain yellow food dye. You're going to want to add it. Before you add this in, you're going to want to grab some coagulated blood and just kind of lay that on. And yet again, before you add the pus, just grab your Sephora holographic face and cheek palette, dip into the red color. I'm not sure why it's developed that strange film over it. It doesn't affect the product whatsoever though. I think it's just because I use other stuff and mix it with that. But you're going to want to kind of apply that around the edge. As soon as you're done with that, grab your fake pus, like this color, and just take your little knife or whatever you're using to apply it and just add it. And yeah, just add the fake pus until it looks like nice and wet and gooey and disgusting. So my phone died. Ignore the background noise, but you just want to add the pus all throughout it. And then the final step, take vegetable oil and add it around the outside to make it look kind of wet and moist, and yeah. So just continue to spread around the pus and blood mixture to make sure it's even, and that's the finished look. So I'll take a couple of photos, and yeah. So here's the final look. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to
like it and drop a comment. Woo woo!
And if you would do this special effects look, make sure to tell me in the comments. And bye!
Bye!
I'm going to be taking a few months break because there is an area that we're working on for my special effects and it's not yet done, so I would like to have that finished and make my videos look a little bit more professional. I may still upload a couple of times, but I won't be uploading as frequently.